Welcome guys, in this video we're going to take a look at division and the effect it has in a couple different data types. So make a new project, use the template that we've created, simple console application, click OK. Right, switch to program.cs, like this. Alright, at the next stage, what are we going to do? Well, I'll paste some code down below and I will walk you through the construction and execution, and then we'll take a look at the results, analyze them. So we'll do everything on one line. Integer x1 equals 13, and then integer like this. Okay, y1 will be equal to 6. Okay, then we'll print, so console.writeLine, and I'm going to show you how you can print using multiple placeholders starting from 0. Okay, that's an index, and it starts from 0, not 1. So divided by, and then you're going to put the next index within curly braces, and then the last index within curly braces, and then you're going to put x1, y1, x1 divided by y1, and close that with a semicolon as follows. Okay, magnificent. Alright, so this is the first kind of division. Now let's take a look at the results of double division. So double x2, throw in some decimal places like that. Okay, y2, double y2, set that equal to points, throw in some decimal places. There you go, just making up random numbers, doesn't really matter. And then console.writeLine, and then you will say here, close this with a semicolon, and then you'll say 0 divided, make sure that goes within curly braces, right? That's our index of 0 there. That means at runtime that will be replaced with a specific value, divided by, like that, is, and then the last index, which is 2. Okay, so remember, because the index goes from 0 forward, there to have 3 values printed, the indices, that's the plural form, will go from 0 to 1 to 2. Okay, some people say indexes, doesn't really matter that much, we know what it means. So x2 divided by y2, and close with a semicolon. And the last one, you're going to talk with Ulong. See that? Represents a 64-bit unsigned integer. Okay? So basically a huge number, like, a billion, for example. Okay? That's what that is. A huge number. Unsigned integer. Whole number. Okay, so long like this. And then you say, so this will be x3. Give it some value. Okay, and then Ulong, another, this will be now y3, give it some value like that. Okay, and then I'm going to write console.writeLine as before, and you're going to go with the usual, so index 0 divided by index 1, and then is index 2, so 3 values, and the next 3 y3, and the next 3 divided by y3, and close with a semicolon as follows. Okay, so that's our code, simple enough. There you go. Give it a build, make sure it takes. Look on the bottom, it says build started, build succeeded, right here. Alright, so let's go through debug and step into. And let's take a look. As you can see, if you click here, integers by default are 0, 0, doubles are 0.0, and ulongs, okay, unsigned longs, are also 0 and 0. See? There you go. Alright. Remember, integers, if you have a mouse over here, you see they can be negative, positive, ulong. See, min value is 0, but the max value is, crazy big. See that? A huge, huge number. Okay, so let's see whether this number that I made here will fit within that range. Okay, so initialize and set each of x1, y1, print. So now if you come up here, it says 13 divided by 13 divided by 6 is 2. Clearly it's not, but remember, this division acting on integers says how many whole 6s go into 13. That's 2 of them, that's it, okay? Alright, let me pin this to the window here. It doesn't go away. Next one, acting on the doubles here. it says 56.788 divided by 4533.56643 is. And notice now this displays the way you would normally think of it as displaying, right? Okay? There are a lot of like decimal places left and so on. And now let's take a look at the long. Okay, so that seems to be storing successfully. Likewise with this one. And now notice that it took this 129, that huge number, divided by that second big number, and it gave an integer. Okay, 37465. Okay, so this tells us that this number here that I'm tracing with the cursor goes into that number there, 37,465 times. Okay, that's what it means. Alright, so that's if you want to deal with big numbers to convince yourself this all works still. But of course you don't have to. You can just put any value that you want, and then some of the effects become more visible. See, changes back to a 6. What if you change this? Imagine everything is changed to a consistent 13, and then make the second one 2 or 6, for example. There you go. Let's take a look at the effects this time. So debug and step into. There you go. So the usual process of declaration and initialization occurs. That is nothing new. We know that already. There you go. And now, look, there you go, there you go. So we know how that works. With the double, look at the result. It gives 13 divided by 6 is 2.166 and so on. See? So this is the kind of division we expect to see. And now let's take a look at the long one here, Ulong. And as you can see, that behaves very similarly to the integer type, right? 13 divided by 6 gives a value of 2, because 6 goes into 13 2 times whole, okay? Whereas the double will give you 2 whole times, but it also gives you, a decimal there, 0.1 and so on, okay? There you go. So you've learned, how you can store huge positive numbers. You can do that with the Ulong here. Okay, you've taken a look also at a couple different. What the results are of using this division symbol, depending whether it's operating on integers or it's operating on double data types. There you go. And that is it. So thanks very much, guys, and I will see you in another video.